Oh. Just didn't want to work the first time, I suppose. I haven't figured out quite how to do chat yet, so... Oh well. Oh fucking well. Yeah, I don't mind my couch of goods. My couch of goods. I'm only streaming because it lets me be a little more lax in what I'm gonna say, which is always good for me. It gives me wings, bitch. That's how I do all my. That's how I do all my Kerbal builds. My wings, motherfucker. Alright, so yeah. Spoke with Game On. I got the Orbital Surveyor mods, aka satellite dishes on the ship. And everything's looking pretty nominal on the flight yesterday. I had some issues, however, with something. I can't remember what it was at the moment, though, but I'm gonna just, yeah. We can't really revert the launch now because it's still on the launch pad, so I can go here. And then I need to recover it. Uh-huh. How interesting. It won't let me recover the launch pad. Huh. And this is what usually happens when it loads back in. Hold up. Can't even zoom out right now. That's how bad this is. Oh no, the space plane. Oh shit. Oh yeah. And that ladies and uh-huh. Okay, we're not done yet. Ah. And is that it? I think that's it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what tends to happen when it tries to build in the ship for the first time. So in a way, the Kraken has been a little bit rounded up, but on the flip side, it's also been giving like full liberties to just destroy anything that you build on your first load of it. Like, on your first load, the Kraken kills everything, I feel like. Mostly. My game might not even load now. And I'm pretty sure I'm running 120 gigabytes of RAM on this desktop machine as well, so whatever that's worth. Give it about 5 seconds. And that's our first crash of the day. Immediately get crashed. It's awesome. It's freaking great. I guess I deserve it for doing this mission and doing it the way I'm doing it. Alright, so here's the plan. We do have Orbital Surveyor mod running, so we can get some region mapping and visual mapping done of the Joolian moons. That's going to be the sort of special part of my upcoming Jool 5. Other than that, it's pretty routine and not that special. I mean, it's been done by thousands of people, but I've never done it. And I like to be able to say I've done these things. I've done an Eve surface return mission. I've done a SSTO to the surface of Lathe and back. So this shouldn't be too tough. At least not compared to Eve on 16 gigabytes of RAM before the thermal patch came out. That was pretty hellish. Alright, it's gonna load in, and for some reason it's not giving me the opportunity to recover it, but it probably will now. But it doesn't. So what do I do here? Maybe I can land it. Okay. Let's try that. Get rid of these. And then see if I can land it. And then let's recover it. You fuckers. Alright, problem solved. Kinda. Hello? Whatever. I haven't used these guys in such a long time. I usually just build giant rockets and set them on their engines on the pad, but in this case, I have so many different vessels attached together right here that it wobbles apart pretty good. Alright, so here's the general plan. We're gonna go to Jool per normal. We're gonna go Gravity Assist Tylo per normal. And then we're going to go encounter Lathe. All pretty standard per normal. Now, I believe once we get to Lathe, what I'm going to do is typically I don't know, I've been tending to get into more of a polar orbit with the what the freaking hell is that thing? What? Oh, lights. I get typically into a polar type kind of orbit, or like a little bit less oriented to the equator type orbit, whatever you call that, scientifically speaking. So I'm bringing this little visual scanning probe for him, and I have an extra bit of delta V for the rapiers to help the space plane out. So the space plane will detach at Lathe, and then after Lathe, depending on how much delta V we have, I will probably detach the first lander, which is one of these guys here. And that first lander, right here, is gonna go to Val. And I might return to Lathe with them from Val after I do Lathe. I might take the whole ship to Val. Depending on how much fuel I have, it's really all in the air. The main thing I'm worried about is getting the Tylo lander here into its proper orientation and detached from the mothership before the mothership runs out of its fuel. Because the mothership has about this little dude right here with this single hydrogen only has about 1,700 meters a second when it has this, I think it's like 80 tons of vessels on top of it. You take that away and it shoots up to 7,000 or 6,000 meters a second. So yeah, it's imperative that I do it right, and really I'm only probably gonna have to just feel it out, honestly, as I get there. Upon my launch yesterday, what happened? I went into orbit, I tested everything out. Something didn't go as planned, though, and I can't remember what it was. What was it? Something I needed to fix. I was doing this last night. Something that I need to fix. Well, off a rip, I know I can fix this. It actually like runs better if I use the space plane on the very, very top as the control point, and I can actually use its control surfaces to help guide the rocket up, which is pretty good. Typically, I don't use the fairings in this game. They're way too buggy. Even these cargo bays for these Kerbals is not very safe. Moving on, however, though, each of these has 4,000 meters a second of delta V. Each of these little landers, one lander for Val, a spaceplane for Lathe, lander for Bop and Pole, Tylo lander, and then the return module right here, and then the reentry module that I built up. Hopefully it re-enters. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I wanted to test that design out. I don't know. I don't really know what else I need to do per se here. Would it be nice to have that? Hell yeah, but I don't know. I do like reaction wheels. I need a little bit more of that. Let's see how much delta V it takes away, because it's not going to take away that much. I guess while I'm here, do I want to keybind anything in this clusterfuck? I don't care. Alright, let's get some reaction wheels going here. Oh, that's pretty bad. Let's do that again. Let's just go in the front. That's fine. That'll be okay. I do multiple saves just because. let's see what we need. All right. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Guess we're launching. Are you serious? It's so friggin' annoying. Okay, let's see who we have in here. Can't believe it's not fixed. Alright. Whoa, Tim Seacrumb has got a fucking goatee, dude? I didn't know that. Bill, Bob, Jub. Okay. Make sure everybody can get out. Because if everybody can't get out, then it doesn't count. And once again, it's fucking me. God dang it. Well, that's good to know. Jump, you stupid. There we go. Oh god. Terminal velocity? No? Okay. Some big rockets. Whoops. I just fixed it. I just fixed this. Keep in mind, if you can't touch, you have to have Kerbals touch the surface of the celestial body in the Jool 5. Every single one. In order for it to count. Therefore, meaning they have to all be able to get out and touch the surface. Okay. And I don't know why this is doing this to me again. I just fixed it. Literally just fixed this. Part clipping. Oh, jeez, really? That's what it is. That's why. The cargo bays were shut. Let's see. I think if I open the cargo bay, we'll have a winning model here. Cargo bay. I really hate how the camera affixes to like the fucking center, and like there's no good camera angles. Like I should be able to direct it to like the top, but I can't, or to like where I'm wanting to go. Does that remedy the issue? Yes, it does. Absolutely does. Excellent. Alright, that's what's happening there. Okay. Alright, let's get this to the sunny side of life. Get a save in here. I know I reference Game On a lot, but they have a lot of good information to share. You should watch their videos. They're talking about how now when the VAB is loaded, they changed the different designators, the pre-shaped designators that show up before the craft's loaded in. There used to be just like, they were talking about there only being like red squares, red cubes. Now you have like cylinders and like white spheres and the squares, all those things. That seems to have fixed the Kraken bug when you load in around like an orbital body and like parts of your ship just shake off. Seems to have fixed that. I haven't experienced it since the patch, but it could still be lurking. However, that was a very, very annoying bug, and basically required me to have to create save files where I would like have to go manually into the thing, turn on unbreakable joints, save the fucking game, take off unbreakable joints, save the game again and without the unbreakable joints on, and then if I reloaded on the regular save and the craft just shakes apart for no reason, then I can reload the unbreakable joints file and then take it off, the unbreakable joints off, and continue on. But I think that has fixed it. Pretty good stuff. And are we ready to get this show on the road? I think so. All right. I'm actually just going to go for it this time. I already launched her. I already separated everything a couple times. Tested out some of these. Make sure the delta V numbers are proper. Yada, yada, yada. Guess we'll find out. Main goal is not to flip. So far, we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna ride probably this angle now until I'm gonna go a little bit down. Oh yeah. Are you fucking kidding, man? I lost one of my mammoths. That's so annoying. What does that mean for the launch? Oh no. Well, the launch must go on, I suppose. Basically every bit of efficiency I just gained from that steep launch angle was lost. Huh. I mean, however, it's not too bad, really. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I'm already all the way up there. I'm just not paying any attention. Yeah, losing my booster kind of irritated me there. So it's definitely got me not caring about the efficiency of this stage anymore. I don't think that messes up the mission either, though. At least I hope it doesn't. Good. Let's see how those, reaction wheels aren't doing too hot. I had problems with this stage as well, so I probably will have them again. Now that I've really messed it all up. Oh, we're going. It's fine. It's working. Yeah, that's good. Apple Apps is massive, but that's not too worryable. Haha, yes, alright. Very good. And I have some degree of motion. It's pretty good. Considering this is probably 230 tons? 275 tons. I suppose I can warrant my first save. Do I get a save now? After that? It wasn't that impressive, but I did blow off one of my mammoth engines, so there's that. Alright, now I'm gonna circularize this little asshole. Circularize it. I guess I did the best I could under the circumstances. Alright, let's see how good I can spin. Not bad. Not bad for that many tons. Yeah, so this number over here says 13,791. That's probably, whenever that shows up for some reason, that's showing like my total delta V for some reason of the craft with all the fuel on board. If the fuel was like, I don't know, if the hydrogen engines were running liquid fuel, like methalox as hydrogen fuel. So there's only really about 7,000, 6,000 meters a second of delta V in the stage that we're currently on. I mean, it's really all about knowing where you are at mathematically speaking. That's about it. A lot of compares, a lot of contrasts, a lot of guesstimated proportions. The longer you play this game, the more you intuitively know how to position things and what works, what doesn't work. And now we're going to circularize. All the way up to 224,000 meters. It's going to make my Jool transfer a lot easier, however. I'm going to save again, because this is where I get irritated. I mean, there's nothing fun or challenging. I mean, there is, but not like flying about doing your transfers. It's much more about sweet spotting it. I believe, Jool's is not in too bad of a spot right now. Not in a great spot, but it's not in too bad of a spot. And then I think I need to launch like here or somewhere like right there. Right there. So I'm gonna get over to the, this is how I do this. I can't do it? Oh, shit. Damn, how do I reset it then? Maybe I can get to the vehicle assembly building and then go back. Usually I go to mission control and reset the whole thing. Not this time. Maybe this works. Alright, that seems to have done the trick. And then put Jool at the northernmost point. And then zoomy zooms. Have any of you ever used Magic iBooks? Or like looked at them? The things that you like go cross-eyed and then it shows you some trippy stuff. I have found that if you kind of do that with this many orbital lines on the screen, that I use like my peripheral vision almost to take in everything going on. And then that lets me be able to like almost understand what everything's doing at the same time relative to where I'm at. Oh, we got wobbly doobie. And then it goes away. I actually restarted a whole new save, rebuilt by Lathe one-seater SS GAO spaceplane, whatever the hell you want to call it, from the ground up. So you'll see this plane like in other videos, but it's not the same one. This one's brand new, rebuilt, and the drop tank has been, the undercarriage drop tank has been completely scrapped. Completely useless. Stupid. Don't know why I did it. It looked cool. Alright. Jool is actually really easy to get to. You just gotta make sure that you line it up right and then throw your shit into the Julian orbit. I always make the mistake of doing my maneuver node before I go over here. So I like to go there. It's so clean. Wow, it's clean. Alright. And now that I have my target set, go up here. I don't know why I'm going up there. Go down here. Alright. The Jool launch, we're going to be launching to the outside of the orbit curve, so that way. If you're going to the inner planets, you'll be going that way. In this case, I'm going that way. So, for Jool, where I'm at right now is a really good, from this line here, launching to the outer planets. That's a good Duna launch angle. For Jool, you need to go a little bit further out, and the same thing for Elu. And I do think that we're meeting Jool on its good side, so that's not bad. And you don't really need to worry about inclination changes too much for getting your Jool encounter. You do need to worry about it for getting your Tylo encounter, but you know. That's Dre's, isn't it? That's Dre's. I didn't even plan it like this, but like my drays. I've been to drays in this game, but I didn't save it for some reason. The whole video just kind of didn't come to fruition, and I don't know why, but that's drays. So we'll go a little bit closer in. Because we're trying to get an encounter. And there it is. Looks like 14,000 is a sweet spot. Start burning 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Stop at 2 minutes and 37. 237 divided by 2 is 115 plus 1. 115 plus. Is it? 115 plus 3.5. 118.5. You can always go over here and check it if you want, just to make sure you're looking pretty good, and that is not bad at all. My mouse just suddenly stopped working properly though. It's really weird. Can't say I like that. It's strange. So even this is kind of long. It's kind of long of a red line to be doing the full burn. To get there, however, the rule of thumb is to always divide it by half and start half of that time from the 0 before the start burn, I believe. You do that, it'll divide that red line by half, and then it'll cut it by half and take that half and put that half over here. So you're going to start right here, and then you do your full burn, and then it generally comes out close enough, and then you can normalize or anti-normalize, and then radial in or radial out after you get the initial burn done. I said 1 minute and 18 seconds. Make sure you give yourself enough time to get your ship turned around too, because they can be pretty big ships, right? Alright, let's burn. Apologies, you can't see a damn thing that's happening, but, you know, whatever. you don't want to wait, you can just literally do that, but I'm gonna let it just go for posterity's sake. And see, I'm not even halfway through the burn yet. That line right here, you want it to half out right when I get to the maneuver node. Pretty close. It's not bad. You can actually match that line up to that line if you want. I actually think I could do target right now. Takes so long. Burn to Jool. Every moon. Orbital scanners. And I love when the descending and ascending node are close to you afterwards. Really helps out. There's Jool. And we are at the good old... Remember, I can get up to about... Let's see here. You want it to be just to the left. If you put a Y vector line to this orbital line, if you imagine this, like, the orbital lines, like the orbit is a circle, but you're technically kind of moving in a straight line, really. If you were to take out the planet, your velocity is just straight line. You're in a constant velocity, so you can think of that orbital line, this section of it, as being a straight line. And then you put the line through the top vector, and then you make that your center point of the system. And then you could imagine that X, or the X and Y vector, the X being the orbital line, and the Y being the line that goes to the top. And then your encounter line is to the left of that Y-axis. Because when you normalize, this is going to be pulled up that way. At least it should be. I'm very good. This is a very good encounter with Jool. So I'm just going to time warp to the fucking ascending node, excuse me. How's everybody doing? Yes. Let's see here. We're coming up to that 1.3 degrees maneuver node. I'm below it on the left, so I think I need to go up, but I don't remember. Let's see. Well, let's see if this does what I need it to do. Yep, normalize it is. Very good. A little bit closer. If I can't do it in 45 minutes, I don't know what I can do. Alright. Remember, we're going for a Tylo encounter. That way we can utilize on its gravity. After I do this part, though, I will have to sign off. I've not decided yet whether or not we are going to do the rest of this live or not. However, we may. So far, this has been going very well. Minus my electricity, which is depleting pretty rapidly, but that's more of an inconvenience than anything. Alright, let's get to where we need to get. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's looking right. Right as rain. It's a beautiful thing watching that go up. Alright. And then we're just gonna take this line right here. We'll call it the, I don't know, Z vector. And the Z vector is gonna run up and hit the X vector. It's traveling along what I would call the Y vector right now. But that one's invisible, you can't see it. Imagining it though is very helpful for me. Helps you with your orientation as far as the orbital planes are concerned. I've been trying to get help with my orientation for years. God, that's looking real nice though. It says it's 0, but I need to go up a little more. I feel like I'm gonna ruin it. So I line up to get that quote-unquote X vector, like I'm aiming down the barrel of a gun. And see how that's a little bit above it already, even? Okay. Now we can go like this, set target to Tylo. It'll tell us how far off we are. Not off at all. Go here, create a maneuver plane, hit the maneuver plane, and radio out. There's my Tylo encounter. Just like that. Right? That's some kind of encounter. I don't know. Yeah, there it is. It's a great Tylo encounter. Let's see it. I think it is. Oh. There's old Tylo. Tylo's going to be... Okay. You want to make sure you're traveling in front of Tylo to do your gravity assist. I think. Let's see. See, like, Tylo's going this way. Whee! You're coming in. Whee! If I go here, I'm in front of Tylo. It's gonna arc me in to its orbit. If I come in and I go behind Tylo, it's gonna fling me out of the solar system. Probably. Maybe not. I don't fucking know. But it's gonna do things I don't want it to do, so yeah. Anyways. Alright. Should be pretty good. And we get a beautiful gravity assist right there. Look at that. It's actually not that great, but hey, whatever. We can adjust it later. I'm going to stop right there. I want to be more like 400 kilometers into Tylo to get a even orbital plane. Let's save it. Alright, Kerbal Nautics 91 signing off.